Congressional road money debacle continues. Some workers get to stretch and flex, and a robot that can build a house in a day. That and more on Construction News Tracker, brought to you by Caterpillar and produced by 4constructionpros.com. The hunt for the golden goose of highway fund money continues on Capitol Hill. When they return from the July 4th holiday, representatives will have less than 3 weeks to hammer out a deal to pay for the nation's infrastructure as the present program expires July 31st. Political disagreement is so entrenched there's little likelihood of an agreement for a dedicated source beyond short-term extensions, now numbering 34 since the nation's gas tax was last raised. This scenario really cripples state DOT operations that depend on federal support. Pennsylvania DOT Chief Leslie Richards explains.
We count on $1.6 billion a year just in Pennsylvania alone in federal funds. Without it, it would completely erase what our state program has done, because we would have to reprioritize all of our projects, because federal funding is a big part of all of our large project funding calculations.
Her words are echoed by her counterpart, Tennessee DOT boss John Schroer.
Our country was built on strong infrastructure, and we became so great because of strong infrastructure, and we're abandoning that principle, and other countries are taking it up. And so other countries are where we were in the 50s. We're going to be back to where we were with crumbling roads in the 50s, and other countries will surpass us. And so our leaders have got to stand up and take notice and make the right vote.
You can view the entire story on AASHTO Transportation TV. The U.S. DOT reports the Highway Trust Fund will fall below $4 billion by the end of the month and will be totally insolvent by September without congressional action. Meanwhile, a half dozen states raised their gas tax levels effective July 1st. Georgia, Maryland, Nebraska, Rhode Island, and Vermont, on average, from 0.35 to 7 cents per gallon in an effort to replace those lost federal transportation dollars. The nation's jobs picture continues to brighten after 233,000 jobs were added in June, putting the rate at 5.3%. The construction sector neither gained nor lost jobs in June. However, the labor force participation rate has dropped to its lowest level in 38 years to 62.6%, as many people have simply stopped looking for work. A recent U.S. Supreme Court decision affecting the Affordable Care Act could rejuvenate the healthcare construction field. As confusion reigned amidst key questions of the legality of the ACA, healthcare put in place dropped 20% below average dating back to 2008. The court decision is seen as a harbinger of renewed healthcare capital spending decisions in the near future. Consolidation in the equipment rental industry, a proposed merger of Hertz and United Rentals, has contractors buzzing over the fallout. The JANA Fund is behind the plan, picking up more United Rental stock this year. In total, JANA holds 5.8% of United Rentals and 9.3% of Hertz Rental. A timetable has yet to be revealed for any deal. SKANSKA has initiated an employee program designed to reduce workplace injuries. Daily stretch and flex group exercises have created a reduction of 73% of soft tissue injury and 66% of back injury. These include normal physical muscle tears, bruises, and sprains. Even management participates, and SKANSKA says the effort provides for more alertness as the stretching and flexing eases shoulder, forearm, and calf muscles, and of course contributes to lower injury and liability costs. To be green or not, that's the question facing many contractors. Interest is picking up, according to the U.S. Green Building Council. Overriding the decision is that of obtaining certification. Of particular interest is the leadership in energy and environmental design, which we commonly refer to as LEED. Associated Builders and Contractors ABC provides plenty of information on the subject, and green building continues to grow, evidenced by an estimated 120 to 145 billion in green non-residential construction this year. Think you've seen it all? Not by a long shot. On the horizon is a bricklaying robot, pioneered by Australian engineer Mark Pivek, who will soon enter the market with Hadrian.
The system will first determine the location of every brick to be laid based on a 3D CAD design, then individually cuts and lays the bricks in sequence. Hadrian doesn't even need to move during the laying process, as its 28-foot-long boom manipulator is extra enough to both set the brick and slather on mortar as well. It even leaves space for pipes and wiring. The machine is reportedly capable of setting 1,000 bricks an hour, roughly a home's exterior frame every 2 days, or about 150 homes a year, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.
Finally, do not rely on a rabbit's foot for luck. After all, it didn't work out too well for that rabbit. This is Construction News Tracker, looking over the industry that makes the world a better place. Brought to you by Caterpillar and produced by 4constructionpros.com. We can be found on social media, Facebook at 4constructionpros, and Twitter using hashtag Construction News, as the streaming web never ends.